Have you ever walked into a home that feels so warm, elegant, and inviting, yet so easy to maintain, and wondered, how do they do it? Hi, welcome back to the Senior Nest. I'm your friend, sharing tips to make your home a cozy, senior-friendly sanctuary. Today, I'm revealing 10 secrets inspired by American homemakers who keep their homes stunning without spending hours cleaning or breaking the bank. These are perfect for seniors who want a tidy, joyful space with less effort. Stay until the end because tip number 6 will completely change how you organize your kitchen. It did for me. Let's dive in. Tip 1. Less is more. What if one small change could make your home safer, happier, and feel like a warm embrace every day? That's the power of less is more. A secret American seniors like Dorothy from Virginia have used to transform their homes into cozy, senior-friendly sanctuaries. At 70, Dorothy used to feel overwhelmed by her cluttered attic, filled with old clothes, forgotten gifts, and stacks of dusty books. One evening, while searching for a photo album, she stumbled over a box and nearly fell. That moment sparked a change. She decided to simplify, and it didn't just clear her home, it cleared her heart. The essence of less is more is simple. Keep only what you use or what brings you joy and let go of the rest. For Dorothy, that meant keeping her mother's hand-stitched quilt and a tiny music box her grandson gave her, but donating unused pots, faded towels, and magazines she'd never reread. For seniors, this isn't just about decluttering. It's about crafting a home that's safe to move through, easy to maintain, and filled with love. Less clutter means fewer tripping hazards, less time cleaning, and more space for what truly matters, like sipping tea in your favorite chair or welcoming grandkids for a visit. Let me take you into Dorothy's world. After her near fall, she started with her bedroom, setting a timer for 10 minutes. She picked up each item and asked, "Does this make me happy? Do I need it?" That chipped mug from a random gift basket? Out, a pile of old catalogs, recycled. But then she found a love letter from her late husband, tucked in a drawer she hadn't opened in years. Reading it brought tears and smiles, and she framed it by her bedside. In one session, her room felt airy, and she could walk to her closet without dodging boxes. Dorothy even created a memory corner with her letter, quilt, and music box, a tiny space that tells her story. She donated the rest to a local church, knowing her items would help others. Why does this matter for seniors? First, safety. A tidy home cuts fall risks by up to 30% per the CDC, keeping you steady on your feet. Second, peace of mind. Less clutter lowers stress, making your home a calm retreat. Third, connection. Curating meaningful items like Dorothy's letter rekindles precious memories. Fourth, freedom. You'll spend less time dusting and more time living, whether that's gardening or calling a friend. Plus, donating extras strengthens your community, a win-win. Here's your first step. Grab a small box and pick one spot, like your coffee table or a shelf. In 10 minutes, choose 3 items to keep, ones you love or use, and 3 to let go. If parting with sentimental things feels tough, snap a photo to save the memory without the mess. Ask yourself, have you tripped over clutter lately? If so, this is your sign to start. Dorothy's home now feels like a breath of fresh air, and yours can too. Less is more when it makes room for joy, safety, and you. Tip 2, quality over quantity. Picture a home where every item feels solid, reliable, and timeless. Like a sturdy chair that hugs you just right, or a pan that cooks your favorite stew perfectly every time. That's the beauty of quality over quantity. A secret American seniors like Walter from Colorado swear by to create elegant, senior-friendly homes. At 74, Walter used to buy cheap replacements for his worn-out tools, only to see them break within months. Frustrated, he decided to invest in quality, and it turned his home into a haven of comfort and pride. The heart of this secret is simple. Choose fewer, better items that last for years, not months. For Walter, that meant swapping his flimsy $10 frying pan for a cast iron one that's still going strong after a decade, and replacing his wobbly coffee table with a solid oak piece he found at a local shop. For seniors, quality isn't just about style. It's about safety, ease, and saving money in the long run. A well-made chair prevents falls, a durable blanket keeps you cozy without fraying, and a timeless lamp stays elegant no matter the trends. Let me share Walter's story to bring this to life. After his cheap table collapsed during a family dinner, spilling coffee everywhere, Walter vowed to change his ways. He visited a small furniture store in Denver and spent an afternoon testing chairs. He chose a cushioned rocker with armrests, perfect for his arthritis and sturdy enough for his great-grandkids to climb on. It cost more than he planned, but 5 years later, it's still his favorite spot to read the paper. He also bought a high-quality wool throw, which he drapes over it, making every evening feel like a treat. Walter says, "My home feels like it respects me now. It's built to last just like me." Why is this a game changer for seniors? First, safety. Quality furniture like Walter's chair is stable and supportive, reducing strain or accidents. Second, cost savings. A $100 pan that lasts 20 years is cheaper than 10 $10 pans that break. Third, comfort. Well-made items like soft bedding or ergonomic tools make daily tasks easier on aging bodies. Fourth, confidence. A home with timeless pieces boosts your pride, whether you're hosting friends or relaxing alone. And it's eco-friendly, fewer replacements mean less waste. Here's how to start. Pick one item you use daily, like a mug, towel, or kitchen tool that's worn out. Instead of grabbing the cheapest option, research a durable alternative. Check reviews, feel the weight, or ask a store clerk for advice. For example, swap a scratchy towel for a soft cotton one. It's like a mini spa every time you dry your hands. If budget's tight, save up over a month or shop secondhand for quality finds. Walter's rocker reminds him every day, a few great things make your home shine brighter than a house full of junk. Quality over quantity builds a home that loves you back. Tip 3. The power of fresh flowers. Imagine stepping into your kitchen and being greeted by a burst of color from a tiny vase of sunflowers, their cheerful petals lifting your mood instantly. That's the magic of the power of fresh flowers, a secret American seniors like Evelyn from Florida used to make their homes feel alive and welcoming. At 69, Evelyn used to think flowers were a luxury for special occasions. But after feeling down during a long winter, she discovered how a simple bouquet could transform her days and her home. The essence of this secret is that fresh flowers bring life, beauty, and a touch of nature indoors, no matter how small your space. For Evelyn, it's a $4 bunch of carnations from her local farmer's market, tucked into a glass jar on her dining table. For seniors, flowers aren't just decor. They're a mood booster, a conversation starter, and a way to make every day feel special. They're easy to care for, affordable, and perfect for brightening the corners where you spend your time, like a windowsill or bedside table. Let me tell you about Evelyn's flower journey. Feeling lonely one February, she bought a small bouquet of daisies on a whim. She placed them by her reading chair, and every time she glanced at them, she smiled, remembering her childhood garden. Those daisies lasted 2 weeks, and when they wilted, she tried tulips, then roses, learning which ones lasted longest. Now Evelyn has a Flower Friday ritual. She picks a new bunch, splits it into 3 tiny vases and scatters them around her home. One in the bathroom, one in the kitchen, one by her bed. Her friends always comment on how alive her home feels, and Evelyn says, "It's like my house is smiling back at me." Last month, she even shared a vase with a neighbor, sparking a new friendship. Why is this so powerful for seniors? First, emotional uplift. Studies show flowers can reduce anxiety and boost happiness, especially for those spending more time indoors. Second, sensory stimulation. Their colors and subtle scents engage your senses, keeping your mind active. Third, connection. Flowers spark conversations when guests visit, combating loneliness. Fourth, affordability. A $5 bouquet lasts longer than a fancy coffee and brings joy all week. Plus, they're low maintenance, perfect for seniors with limited energy. Here, is how to bring flowers into your home. Pick one day a week, like Flower Friday, and buy a small bouquet from a grocery store or market. Choose sturdy blooms like carnations or chrysanthemums, which last up to 2 weeks. Cut the stems at an angle and change the water every few days to keep them fresh. Place them where you'll see them most, maybe your breakfast nook or TV table. If allergies are a concern, try low-pollen options like orchids. Evelyn's little vases prove it. A few fresh flowers can make your home feel like a garden, filling your days with color and joy. Tip 4. The art of proper lighting. Close your eyes and imagine your living room bathed in a soft, golden glow, like a warm sunset, making every moment feel cozy and safe. That's the secret of the art of proper lighting. A trick American seniors like Harold from Arizona have perfected to turn their homes into inviting, senior-friendly retreats. At 71, Harold used to squint under harsh ceiling lights, straining his eyes and feeling tired. Then he learned how the right lighting could change everything, making his home both beautiful and easier to navigate. The core of this secret is using varied, gentle light sources to create a welcoming atmosphere. For Harold, it's a mix of a floor lamp by his reading nook, a small table lamp in the hallway, and a few battery-powered candles on his coffee table. For seniors, proper lighting isn't just about aesthetics. It's about safety, comfort, and mood. Soft lights reduce eye strain, prevent trips in dim corners, and make your home feel like a warm hug, whether you're reading or hosting a card game with friends. Let me share Harold's lighting transformation. After stumbling in his dark hallway one night, he decided to rethink his setup. He replaced his glaring overhead bulb with a dimmable floor lamp that casts a gentle glow, perfect for evening walks to the kitchen. He added a small lamp on his dining table, which he turns on during dinner, making meals feel special. His favorite touch: a set of flickering LED candles he found for $10, which he lights every evening to unwind. Last week his daughter visited and said, "Dad, your house feels like a cozy inn." Harold beams, "It's easier to see, and I feel relaxed every night." Why is this a must for seniors? First, safety. Good lighting cuts fall risks by illuminating paths, crucial for aging mobility. Second, eye health. Soft, adjustable lights reduce strain, protecting vision as eyes age. Third, mood boost. Warm lighting creates a calming vibe, easing stress after a long day. Fourth, versatility. Multiple light sources let you adjust for tasks or relaxation, like bright for puzzles and dim for TV time. Plus, it's budget-friendly. Lamps and LED candles are affordable and long-lasting. Here is how to light up your home. Start by adding one new light source, like a $15 table lamp from a thrift store, in a room you use often. Place it at eye level to avoid glare, and choose warm bulbs, 2700K, for a cozy feel. During the day, open curtains to let in natural light, and consider a mirror to bounce it around. For evenings, try battery-powered candles for a safe, flickering glow. If mobility's a concern, pick lamps with easy switches. Harold's glowing home shows it. The right lighting makes every corner shine, keeping you safe and smiling. Tip 5. The table is always ready to receive. Picture your dining table, clear and inviting, with a simple centerpiece that says, "Come, sit, let's share a moment." That's the charm of the table is always ready to receive. A habit American seniors like Martha from Wisconsin have mastered to make their homes warm and guest-ready. At 73, Martha used to dread unexpected visitors because her table was buried under mail, keys, and random odds and ends. But now, her table is her pride, always set for connection, and it's changed how she feels about her home. The secret is keeping your dining table clutter-free and dressed with a touch of elegance, ready for a spontaneous coffee chat or family dinner. For Martha, it's a cotton table runner and a small wooden bowl with seasonal fruit, simple but welcoming. For seniors, a ready table isn't just about looks. It's about confidence, hospitality, and ease. It saves you the scramble when friends drop by and makes every meal feel special, whether you're dining alone or with loved ones. Let me tell you about Martha's table turnaround. Last year, her neighbor knocked on her door unannounced, and Martha panicked. Her table was a mess of papers and old craft supplies. Embarrassed, she vowed to keep it clear. She started by moving clutter to a small entryway basket and set up a permanent table runner she'd been saving for special occasions. She added a bowl of apples, which doubled as a snack. Now, when her book club meets, she just pulls out her favorite mugs and her table's ready in seconds. Last month, her grandson surprised her with a visit, and Martha glowed as they shared cookies at her tidy table. She says, "It's like my table's always saying, 'You're welcome here.'" Why is this a big deal for seniors? First, confidence. A clear table lets you host without stress, boosting your social life. Second, simplicity. No heavy lifting or deep cleaning, just a quick wipe and a pretty touch. Third, connection. A welcoming table encourages gatherings, fighting loneliness. Fourth, daily joy. Eating at a neat table, even alone, feels like a small celebration. Plus, it's budget-friendly. Use items you already own, like a favorite scarf or dish. Here, how to make your table ready. Clear it completely tonight and find a new home for stray items, like a tray for mail. Add one simple touch, a placemat, a candle, or a bowl of stones you've collected. Keep a drawer nearby with essentials like napkins or coasters for quick setups. If mobility's an issue, choose lightweight decor you can move easily. Martha's table proves it. A ready table isn't just a surface. It's an invitation to connect, making your home a place of warmth and welcome. Tip 6. The daily cleaning ritual. Imagine starting your day in a home that feels fresh and tidy, without ever spending hours scrubbing. That's the genius of the daily cleaning ritual. A habit American seniors like Agnes from Minnesota have perfected to keep their homes sparkling with minimal effort. At 70, Agnes used to feel overwhelmed by weekend cleaning marathons that left her exhausted. Now, she's found a way to keep her home guest-ready every day, and it's made her mornings brighter and her heart lighter. The secret is weaving small, quick cleaning tasks into your daily routine, so your home stays neat without becoming a chore. For Agnes, it's a 5-minute evening ritual. Wiping the kitchen counter, folding the sofa blanket, and putting away a few stray items. For seniors, this isn't just about cleanliness. It's about preserving energy, reducing stress, and creating a safe, organized space that feels like a sanctuary, whether you're sipping coffee or welcoming neighbors. Let me share Agnes's story to show you how it works. After a tiring day of deep cleaning her bathroom, Agnes realized she couldn't keep up with big cleaning sessions. She started a simple habit. Before bed, she spends 5 minutes tidying one area. One night, she cleared dishes from the sink. Another, she straightened her entryway shoes. Last week, while wiping her coffee table, she noticed a sticky spot and cleaned it in seconds, preventing a bigger mess. Her home now feels calm, and she avoided tripping over a stray slipper thanks to her quick tidy-ups. Agnes says, "It's like giving my home a little love each night, and I wake up smiling." Why is this a lifesaver for seniors? First, energy conservation. Short tasks save your strength compared to long cleaning days. Second, safety. Clearing clutter daily prevents falls, especially in high-traffic areas like hallways. Third, peace of mind. A tidy home reduces mental overload, making you feel in control. Fourth, readiness. Your space is always presentable for unexpected guests, boosting confidence. Plus, it's free. Just use a cloth and a minute of your time. Here's how to start. Pick one 5-minute task each evening, like wiping a counter or folding a throw. Set a timer to keep it fun and stress-free. Keep a small basket of cleaning supplies, like a spray and cloth, in an easy-to-reach spot, say under the sink. If bending is hard, focus on high surfaces or use a long-handled duster. Agnes's nightly ritual shows it. A few minutes of care each day keeps your home shining, your body rested, and your spirit lifted. Tip 7. The importance of aromas in the home. Imagine walking into your home and being greeted by a gentle whiff of citrus, instantly making you feel refreshed and at ease, like a warm summer day. That's the secret of the importance of aromas in the home. A trick American seniors like Lillian from Nevada have mastered to create inviting, soul-soothing spaces. At 68, Lillian used to overlook how her home smelled. But after noticing a musty odor, she discovered how subtle scents could transform her space and her mood. The heart of this secret is using natural, gentle aromas to make your home feel welcoming and alive. For Lillian, it's a small bowl of dried lavender in her bedroom and a pot of simmering lemon peels in the kitchen. For seniors, pleasant scents aren't just about freshness. They're about lifting spirits, sparking memories, and creating a cozy atmosphere that feels like home, whether you're relaxing or hosting a friend for tea. Let me share Lillian's aroma adventure. One winter, she felt her home was stale and uninspiring. On a whim, she placed a few sprigs of rosemary from her garden in a jar by her front door. The fresh, earthy scent greeted her every time she entered, reminding her of her childhood hikes. Encouraged, she started simmering cinnamon sticks and orange slices on weekends, filling her home with warmth. Last month, her knitting group raved about how cheerful her house felt, and Lillian even gifted a sachet of lavender to a friend, spreading the joy. She says, "My home smells like love now. It's a little gift to myself every day." Why is this essential for seniors? First, mood enhancement. Scents like lavender or citrus can reduce stress and boost happiness, vital for emotional well-being. Second, memory trigger. Aromas can evoke fond memories, keeping your mind engaged. Third, hospitality. A pleasant scent makes guests feel welcome, strengthening social bonds. Fourth, health. Natural aromas avoid the headaches synthetic sprays can cause, especially for sensitive noses. Plus, it's affordable. Use kitchen scraps or plants you already have. Here's how to scent your home. Start with one natural aroma, like a bowl of lemon peels or a few sprigs of mint from a store. Place it where you spend time, like your living room or entryway. Open windows for 5 minutes daily to refresh the air, even in cooler weather. For a cozy touch, Try a single beeswax candle with a soft honey scent, safe and long-lasting. If allergies are an issue, stick to mild options like chamomile. Lillian's rosemary sprigs prove it. A touch of scent turns your home into a sanctuary, wrapping you in comfort and joy. Tip 8. Curating books and personal objects. Picture your home as a storybook where every shelf tells a chapter of your life. A worn poetry book, a seashell from a family trip, a clock from your parents. That's the beauty of curating books and personal objects. A secret American seniors like George from Maine have used to make their homes deeply personal and elegant. At 75, George once filled his shelves with random trinkets, but he learned to keep only what matters, turning his home into a cozy reflection of his journey. The core of this secret is choosing books and objects that hold meaning or joy, letting go of the rest to create a space that feels like you. For George, it's a small stack of history books he loves and a carved wooden boat his son made, displayed on a tidy shelf. For seniors, curating isn't just about decor. It's about honoring your story, reducing clutter, and making your home a joyful, easy-to-navigate haven, whether you're reminiscing or sharing tales with grandkids. Let me tell you about George's curation journey. His living room used to be a maze of dusty souvenirs and unread novels, making him feel scattered. One rainy afternoon, he decided to sort his shelves. He picked up each item asking, "Does this tell my story?" A cheap plastic figurine went to donation, but a tattered journal from his Navy days stayed. He found a photo of his wife tucked in a book, forgotten for years, and placed it in a frame beside his boat. Now his shelf is a life gallery, just a few treasures neatly arranged. When his grandkids visit, they love hearing the stories behind each item. George says, "My home feels like me now, not a storage unit." Why is this powerful for seniors? First, emotional connection. Curated items spark memories, boosting happiness and mental engagement. Second, clarity. Fewer objects mean less clutter, making your space safer and easier to clean. Third, legacy. Your treasures tell your story to loved ones, preserving your history. Fourth, creativity. Arranging meaningful items is like art, lifting your spirit. Plus, it's free. Just use what you already own and a little thought. Here's how to curate your space. Pick one shelf or table and spend 10 minutes sorting. Keep only items that have a story or make you smile, like a favorite book or a gift from a friend. Donate or store the rest. Arrange your keepers with care. Group by theme like travel mementos or color for harmony. If dusting's hard, choose low-maintenance items like a sturdy frame. George's life gallery shows it. A few cherished objects turn your home into a masterpiece, celebrating who you are every day. Tip 9. Balance between old and new. Imagine a home where your grandmother's cherished rocking chair sits beside a sleek new lamp, blending nostalgia with modern comfort like a warm conversation across generations. That's the magic of balance between old and new. A secret American seniors like Ruth from Tennessee have embraced to create homes that feel timeless yet fresh. At 72, Ruth used to think updating her decor meant replacing everything. But she learned to mix old treasures with new touches, making her home a cozy, senior-friendly haven. The essence of this secret is combining heirlooms or sturdy classics with modern pieces to craft a space that honors your past while embracing today. For Ruth, it's her antique dining table, scratched but full of family memories, paired with new cushioned chairs for comfort. For seniors, this balance isn't just about style. It's about preserving meaning, ensuring comfort, and saving money by keeping what lasts, whether you're hosting a holiday meal or relaxing with a puzzle. Let me share Ruth's story to bring this to life. Her living room felt dated, with heavy old furniture that was hard to move. Instead of a costly overhaul, she kept her beloved oak bookshelf, filled with her father's novels, and added a bright new throw blanket in a cheerful teal. She swapped her stiff sofa for a modern one with soft cushions, perfect for her back, but kept her mother's embroidered pillows on it. Last Thanksgiving, her family gathered around her old table, now set with new, lightweight plates, and everyone raved about how homey yet fresh her space felt. Ruth says, "It's like my home tells my story but still feels alive and new." Why is this a gem for seniors? First, comfort. New ergonomic items like cushioned chairs ease joint pain while old pieces add familiarity. Second, savings. Keeping quality classics avoids big expenses, letting you splurge on small updates. Third, personality. Mixing eras creates a unique space that's yours, not a showroom. Fourth, connection. Heirlooms spark stories, strengthening family ties. Plus, it's sustainable. Reusing old items reduces waste. Here is how to balance your home. Pick one room and identify a sturdy, meaningful piece to keep, like a table or lamp. Add one new item, like a colorful cushion or a modern picture frame, that complements it. Shop thrift stores for quality older pieces or check sales for affordable new ones. If mobility's a concern, choose lightweight new items for easy rearranging. Ruth's blended home proves it. Old and new together create a space that's rich with history, cozy for today, and ready for tomorrow's memories. Tip 10. The importance of small, everyday luxuries. Imagine sipping your morning tea from a beautiful ceramic mug. Its smooth handle warming your hands, turning an ordinary moment into a quiet celebration. That's the secret of the importance of small, everyday luxuries, a habit American seniors like Alina from Vermont have woven into their lives to make their homes feel special every day. At 71, Alina used to save her nice things for rare occasions, but she learned that little treats can transform her home and heart, no matter the day. The core of this secret is treating yourself to small, affordable luxuries that elevate daily routines. For Alina, it's a soft linen napkin at breakfast and a lavender-scented soap in her bathroom. For seniors, these touches aren't about extravagance. They're about self-care, joy, and making your home a nurturing haven, whether you're enjoying a solo lunch or sharing stories with a friend. Let me tell you about Alina's journey to everyday luxury. She used to eat off chipped plates, thinking her good dishes were too fancy for daily use. One day, feeling uninspired, she pulled out a colorful mug she'd bought on a trip and used it for her coffee. The bright design sparked a smile, and she realized she deserved that joy daily. Now she sets her table with her best plates, lights a small beeswax candle during dinner, and keeps a plush throw on her chair for cozy evenings. Last week, her neighbor joined her for tea, and Alina's pretty setup made the chat feel like a special event. She says, "My home feels like it's pampering me, and I love it." Why is this vital for seniors? First, happiness. Small luxuries boost your mood, making every day feel brighter. Second, self-worth. Using beautiful things reminds you that you deserve care, lifting your spirit. Third, ritual. These touches create comforting routines, like a candlelit dinner that ease loneliness. Fourth, accessibility. Luxuries like a nice soap or napkin are affordable and easy to use, even with limited mobility. Plus, they make your home inviting for guests, sparking connection. Here is how to add luxury to your day. Pick one routine, like breakfast or bedtime, and upgrade it with a small touch. Swap a worn towel for a fluffy one, use a favorite glass for juice, or light a scented candle during your evening read. Store these items in an easy-to-reach spot, like a bedside drawer. If budget's tight, Check dollar stores for pretty mugs or repurpose a scarf as a table runner. Eleanor's candlelit dinners show it. Small everyday luxuries turn your home into a warm embrace, making every moment a gift to yourself. Wow, we've covered 10 secrets to make your home elegant and senior-friendly. From Emma's 5-minute tidy-ups to Margaret's cozy rituals, these tips show that elegance comes from small, intentional choices. The biggest lesson: your home should be a reflection of you, a safe, joyful space that lifts your spirit. Start with one tip, like clearing your table or buying flowers, and watch your home transform. Tell me in the comments, which tip will you try first? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more The Senior Nest tips. See you next time.